NFTs have blown up in popularity this year, following some pretty big sales, one of which was for a massive $60 million, which was a montage from an artist known as Beeple. But if you're an old man like I am, you might be sitting there thinking to yourself, well, what the hell are these NFTs that these young whippersnappers are cooking up these days? Well, NFT stands for a non-fungible token, which is a digital asset that can be bought or sold online for things like music, art, memes, and even some dick butts, if you're into that kind of thing. Now, you might remember classic memes like this one. In fact, some of you might not have even been alive when that first took off, but it recently sold for a whopping $600,000, which is just... Anyway, if something is fungible, that means it could be exchanged with another identical item. So gold, for example, that would be a good example of a fungible item, or Bitcoin, because one Bitcoin is equal to another Bitcoin, which obviously means that if something is non-fungible, like an NFT, then it's a unique item where no two are exactly the same and they can't be exchanged like for like. So, like I said before, things being sold as an NFT can range from drawings, memes, trading cards, and items in virtual worlds. In fact, there's no real limit to what digital assets can be traded as an NFT. Now, buying digital art might seem like a bit of an odd thing when you first hear about it. I mean, why not just copy and paste the image? Why not just listen to the song on YouTube? I mean, you could do that, but with an NFT, you actually own the original rather than just having a copy. So take this image of the Mona Lisa, for example. We can steal a copy of it from Wikipedia and print it out and put it on the wall, but it's not quite the same as owning the original. So how do NFTs work? Well, NFTs are essentially a token that's traded and held on a blockchain. They've actually been kicking around for quite some time now in other forms outside of blockchain. For example, event tickets, domain names. But when it comes to digital assets, it can sometimes be a bit of a pain to define who the exact owner is and being able to actually transfer that ownership, not to mention how easy it is to copy something. So blockchain goes some of the way to solve these problems, as information is stored and distributed throughout a network of computer systems. So every single NFT has a unique identification, which means they're also easily verifiable and can be traced back to the creator. Now, without going into too much detail, in theory, it's very difficult to tamper with a blockchain system, as a hacker would need to change every single block in the chain, otherwise it would be obvious that it had been tampered with. So that means that there's no more questioning if everything's real.
I wouldn't touch them at all. They look completely fake to me.
If these cards are fake, then what else is real? Is the wife real? The dog? The cat? What's real?
Anyone can buy and sell an NFT, but there are two things you're going to need: a marketplace and a wallet. Now, Ethereum is the most popular option for NFTs. There are some pretty big downsides at the moment though. Firstly, the costs are pretty high. It can cost over $100 just to get your item minted and put onto a marketplace. And buying Ethereum can come with high transaction costs depending on the payment provider. The biggest downside though is the amount of energy that's required. The energy consumption is so huge, in fact, that creating a standard sized GIF can consume as much energy as powering a single home in the EU for 2 whole weeks. This is making the topic of going carbon neutral a really big one for the NFT industry, just like it is for the crypto industry as a whole. However, it's not exactly simple because, for example, Ethereum uses complex puzzles that require huge amounts of energy to solve. In fact, it's estimated that Ethereum alone uses more energy than the entire country of Libya. However, we probably haven't even seen the full potential of NFTs yet. Digital assets like art and music may be the most popular right now, but asset-backed NFTs are beginning to pop up, meaning that you can even invest in actual real estate and other physical assets. So it's an area that we'll be following closely, and we can expect more videos about it in the future, as it's something that's going to go from strength to strength. So if you're interested, make sure you hit that like button and let me know your thoughts on NFTs in the comment section. Will you be purchasing a dick butt? Will you? Let me know, and thanks for watching. See you in the next one.